Hi there everyone, hope everyone is doing well. Welcome back to me playing some more Cities Skylines, and we've still got a lot of stuff we could do with this map, but I am conscious of the fact that we are struggling to find things to do. But I was trying to have a quick think about things that we could still do with this map, and I think one of my targets is to try and get the number of citizens up to 200,000, let's say. We could make that our new target. Along with that, we could also look to keep developing our mass transit and maybe even put in another specialist park for maybe more of a nature reserve. And there's still so much more of the map that we could explore. There's nothing stopping us really to keep playing on this map some more. And also we are seeing a few more disasters crop up now and again. I don't know why, but it seemed like on the last stream we were hit with 2 tornadoes in pretty quick succession. So we'll have to see if more of that happens again this time. And yeah, we've got more in the way of industry that we could build up as well. And by that I mean we've got a lot of industry that functions quite well already in terms of an oil district right in front of us, and a wood district as well. And we have some factories associated with those areas. But I was thinking if we were ever in need of more jobs, we could look to bring in a ore refinery and some ore in for even more processing, and then we could look to finish off a area for the rest of the factories that are involved. Because if I have a quick check of our unique factories, yeah, you'll see that there's still quite a few that we could place. So that could be something else as well. But you can see we are still not really in need of any industry at the moment. It's all about getting people moved in, and I think we could ignore the commercial demand for now. If I go to have a quick check of our population spread, you can see we have some very densely packed areas right around the city centre here in the middle, and then we have a few more densely packed areas over here on this side of the river, and here is a lot more low density residential. We've got a little bit of high density here on this weird hill in front of us, and then here we've got a massive sprawl of low density in front of us, and that sort of continues down until we get a sort of a high street of high density here, and some high density down on the seafront as well. And you can see our unemployment is still really low. We have 65,000 jobs available, and not enough people to go to work, so we definitely need to promote an influx of more people. So we really need to continue our expansion of this whole zone, I think, here in front of us, and maybe we can look to just keep the sprawl of low density going. And if we do that, I'm just conscious of the fact that that's probably going to take quite a while to do all of that, and doesn't really leave us with much else to do. So we'll try and pepper in that with some other exciting bits as well. Like we could look to renovate the harbour a little bit, see if we can get people there to move in, and we could also look to add even more infrastructure around the airport maybe. and possibly look to add more high density housing here in this square in front as well. So I think to start with, I'd like to actually try and tackle this area, because I think that will get the population up quicker if I continue the theme of putting in high density buildings, because we have a lot of high density around here anyway. We have this tourist area, tourist and nightlife area. Yeah, and the tourism area has been filled in with lots of buildings, and we have lots of hotels down the front here as well. So we don't seem to have any issue with people coming to work here, but I bet if we could get this filled in, that would really help. So let's check out Poplar Hills. It has about 20,000 people living here, so we should be able to get something similar in this area. So first we're going to do what we normally do, which is check out the terrain and try and plan a couple of roads to connect up some of the parts of this zone. Now I feel like one of these needs to bisect the two junctions in the middle here, so roughly here, let's say, and that works quite well because it comes out down the brow of this hill just about, so I could have it come out straight to start with. And you know what, that's quite a gentle decline, isn't it? So this could even go straight all the way, potentially, and connect right up to this side. And you know what, I think I'm going to try and get that to mirror this one. Put a little bend in it to bring it out to there. And then I'm going to fix this one because nobody uses that anyway. And we'll put a little bend in it as well to get that to join up with, yeah, some tree-lined roads again. So I'm conscious that that's turned that into a four-way intersection immediately, so that might become a roundabout in the future. We'll have to see. I've just noticed that it's going to go dark, so let's change the time zone a little bit. That makes it a little better. So we've cut right through the middle of this zone, but in the other direction we've got quite a lot of change in topography. So for example, this here is kind of near the top of the bowl, at least from the angle of this area. So I'm thinking of having that bend around to start with to about there, and then yeah, I want that to keep following the contour lines relatively alongside the same sort of height. And oh yeah, that I think could work quite well. So I'll get that to bend around to there and actually come back away, something like that. I might actually get that to come away slightly less harsh than that. I'll get it to start to bend like that. trying to make use of the interesting contour lines. Yeah, that could be good, couldn't it, if we take that all the way through there. So we've taken that on quite a winding path. But do we want to join this one up? No, I think I'll keep that separate. Separate here, I mean. But we can always join these up underneath with a path. Okay. So if I switch back to our path with bike lanes attached, we can start to fill in some more offshoots from everything here. So the rest of the urban offshoots should be coming from all of the roads on the inside. So for example, let's go with this one. I'm going to have it go straight up the hill to start with, and then bend up and around. We'll have that one be a dead end, I think. Yeah, up to there. And then for this one, I'm going to make that come up a little bit further. And we'll make that into like a crossroads for this little zone. So we'll have that come out like that. And then just wondering how to join some of this up. Yeah, I think what I'll do is bring that out straight to start with. And then bring that through. Get that to come through there. I'm going to cut that one back a little bit. I just want to keep the terrain contours on so I can see if I'm messing with that too much. So yeah, I might cut that out completely. Don't really need that, do we? Because this is at a different height, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll bend that around to there. And then take that down to there. Maybe we'll make this one a dead end as well, so we'll just have that come around to about there. This one could just go straight. And then maybe we have a small connecting piece just there. And actually, why don't we get that to close? So we create a little loop there. We could actually carry that on as well. See how that looks. Okay. And then up here we've got a bit of a hill again, so just wondering about starting off with a road around this height. Get that to curve in. And I think I'll join that to there as well. So I just want to start with that and see where that might go. So up here we could maybe have a little district with a park in it, or maybe a school zone of some kind, because it's sort of raised up on a little hill up here from the rest of this area. Now for this, I feel like I just want to bend it back down towards our other road. So we'll keep that contained. Okay, and then what if we were to continue that on with something with a little bit more of a bend in it? Yeah, like that. There we go. I'll get that to come all the way through. And maybe connect it here as well. And why not through there? And maybe even one more connection in the middle to the main road going through. Yeah, so we've got 2 points of connection there and one over there. That should be plenty, I think. So then for this little quadrant, we definitely need to make use of the terrain heights going on here and get this to bend all the way around. We could get that to come up towards this road but never quite meet. And then have everything else branch off from there. So looks to me like, yeah, we could easily have a road that sort of starts off there and comes down and maybe is there. No, maybe come up a little bit higher. Yeah, and start to bend it around. Like that, where it starts to get slightly steeper. And you know what, I feel like this needs to eventually meet up with our other road that comes from here. So I'm going to bring this out straight to start with. Maybe if I turn the angle off, it'll do what I want it to. Yeah, and I'll put angle on just to get the connection again with the road I'm looking for, if I can find it. Yeah, it's about there, isn't it? No, let's try that again. So we start at 180, then let's bring that around. Yeah, there we go, we'll do that. Okay, got that sorted. On this one, I'm going to take that. Yeah, I'm going to take that up to there and then get that to bend in as well. Then we've left a bit of a gap here. It's not quite big enough to fit in a road. So why don't we just have one come out something like this instead. Something like that. Okay. And then I feel like we need just a couple of connection points through here as well. Yeah, like that. Oh, maybe we'll just get that connected up to there as well. And this one down to there. Okay. And then on this side, I feel like we need to carry this one on. Same with this one. Let's use that contour. Why don't we bring that back down? Create a weird loop. And then we just need one more to sort of fill in the gap here. So I'm going to cut something in which sort of fits. Yeah, that pretty much fits through there, but what I'll do is I'll get that to connect there where they're quite close. Do the same there, and there. Okay. And over here, let's get that to come up to there. Just wondering if I join those like that, does that really make sense at all? Not sure it does. It would it'd be more of a shortcut coming this way than going around that way, so let's get rid of that. We want these tree-lined boulevards to like to be the main cut through for these areas, so let's try and make this a bit more interesting. So what we could do is bring this one down, start to bend it around. Makes use of some of the space. And yeah, I'm gonna connect that through to there. And yeah, I'll go through as well. I mean, yeah, we're going to have to connect more areas, aren't we? So maybe the big S bend on the tree-lined boulevard was not the best idea, but I think it does follow the contour lines nicely. So I'll stick with it. So what we could do is have the pattern continue like this. Oh, we've got another academic year gone by. Looks good to me. Okay, and then yeah, that could just be thrown in there like that. I'll put that little road in, but I'm thinking that might be another good spot for a school district in that little square. We'll see. So I'm trying to make interesting use of the space here. I'm going to have a fairly long pair of roads here that are just going to bend right around at the end on this side, like that. I'm going to bring that up to there and have that come around, have that come back down. So we've got a couple of through roads that go right through to there. This obviously needs to connect up as well. Maybe I could bring that all the way up as well. There we go. And have that be... Oops, now that bends too far. But I'll have this be something which connects up, back down there somewhere. Yeah, so about there, let's say. There we go. So filled in most of this area. The only bit we've got left is sort of this piece, which I'll... Yeah. Okay, so we've created an interesting pattern. Now I feel like we can get a few more water pipes in. Let's start off with the main
Meteorologists
roads.
have issued a severe tornado warning for the area.
Oh, we've got another
Residents
tornado
should
coming.
seek shelter immediately if any is available.
I wonder where this one will hit. Incoming tornado. Oh, sorry for the white flashing. Where is it going to be? Oh, it's landing over here somewhere. Let's turn that off. Okay, so it's landing in the middle of nowhere, pretty much. So we should be okay. So let's put a zone around this new area, and then we can decide what sort of residential buildings we're going to fill it with. So let's spend a couple of minutes just getting the zone in. Doesn't have to be laser-like precision, but we'll try and make sure we cover all of the inside areas. That I think is good enough. Okay. So Sunset Square themes. Which theme do we want? We could try the international theme again, or maybe even European suburbia. Something which is a bit more mix and match on the high density side. I'm going to try European suburbia. I don't think I've tried that theme, you know, for this map yet. Let's see what we get anyway. Okay, and then under yeah, what else have we already got? We've got recycling plastic turned on. We've got a high-rise ban turned on, which is fine. That just means the high-density buildings don't get too tall, so that's fine. Under city planning, I think this is high-tech, isn't it, over here? No, that's self-sufficient. Oh, the tornado has landed.
A tornado has touched down in the area. Seek shelter immediately if any is available.
Looks like it's going to destroy a bit of road. It's coming towards the city though. But I think we should be okay. think we'll be fine. So I think this zone has self-sufficient housing. So I don't think I'll pick that, but I'm just wondering what high-tech housing will do. They become smart homes. It raises the land value. The upkeep is slightly higher. Okay, well let's try that because we want people to move in, so if we can raise the land value, that would be good. Just wondering if these car policies actually have an effect on the land value, but not sure if that does really. Anyway, for the services, let's turn on recycling. Oh, hang on. Oh, on city policies. This is supposed to be for this area only. Come on, we've got recycle plastic on. City planning. Yep. So if I go to city policies, yeah, I've got high-tech housing everywhere, so that's a bit of a boo-boo, wasn't it? Hopefully that didn't change too much going on. Let's check up with the tornado. Oh, it's racing towards the nuclear power plant. Suddenly this has become a lot more serious. It's hit a shelter, so it's a good job I didn't evacuate people into the shelter. Is it going to hit the power station? Oh, it might do, you know. This could be a hell of a disaster waiting to happen.
A tornado has touched down in the area. Seek shelter immediately
Oh, wow.
if any is available.
These power stations were lucky. So I think if we look at the damage with this button, you can see the only things that have been damaged were a couple of roads in the distance and these ones. So that's a pretty easy fix. What we can do, make sure we have this turned on and just upgrade the roads back again. There we go, let's fix that area, and then where's it over here as well? Yeah, we'll just give those a little repair, and that's it, I think. Other than that, it's just a few trees, and they will grow back in time. Oh, wow, that was quite an interesting pattern that it carved. Very weird. How's the traffic doing over here, actually? Yeah, it's not bad. So, yeah, okay. So, actually, I'm going to try and kick the game into fast, although I'm not sure it makes much difference these days, given the size of the city. But maybe we can encourage people to move in quicker. So let's check out Sunset Square briefly. We've got Sunset Square. We don't want high-tech housing, I don't think, really. No, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it. Definitely going to do it. So, recycling, we're going to put that on in this zone as well. I'm going to put the Parks and Rec budget 20% higher as well for this district. Bit of recreational drug use, I think, seems to make people happy as well, but you get more tax income and more tourism, less crime, but the police budget goes up. Well, I think that's a lot more good things than bad things. The only bad thing really is the police budget goes up, so why don't we make this a slightly less than savoury area of the neighbourhood, right, and promote a bit of drug use. We could also say school's out in this area, but maybe that'll do. I don't want to make this place too disadvantaged. We will at least give them some schools. Okay. How about we give this zone a tax relief for the high density residentials as well. So it's a really cheaper area to live. Yeah, okay. So that's quite a lot of policies for this district, and we need to get the pipes situation sorted. So let's do that. Bear with me for a couple of minutes while we get this sorted. I'll start with the tree-lined roads. This one goes right away, doesn't it? Through here. And then we'll start to close off the gaps. Yeah, let's get that to go through there. Okay, looks like we need a little bit of extra coverage there. Okay. Let's start here. Okay. Only a little bit more needed around here to fill this zone. And then up here, it'll just go straight through there to there. I'll do that section. Yep, and then, oh, we need something to go right through to there, unfortunately, so do that under the road. Okay. For this direction, I'm going to go this way first. Yeah, let's go right to there. Is that going to be enough? Oh yeah, that works out well. Okay. Only bit we've missed is over there. Okay. This is a through road, so let's get that up to there. Yeah, let's just go around the whole thing. Actually, no. We only need to come to about there. And then there. Okay, let's fill that all in. So now it's about trying to get all of this filled in. So normally I would place the buildings manually, so I think I would like to continue to do that kind of thing. So normally we would place some shops down on these collector connectors. So why don't we place a few shops here and make them a couple of larger ones as well, down to there. I'll fill those in a minute once those grow in. So away from that, why don't we just put one office here, and then we'll make the rest of the area high density, definitely on this side. And you know what I haven't done? I haven't put down any services, so people are probably not going to move in very quickly. But I do want to put a fence in, so yeah, I want to bar this area off so that we get better building zones on the main road just there. And then also need to put a fence right through there because we're not going to build on that section at all. And then something similar right the way through to there. We are going to connect these two up with a path. Same here. Get a path through. And why don't we try and figure out somewhere to place a few services. So we're going to need a fairly big hospital, aren't we? Let's go with this standard looking block building that's not too impressive to look at, but it's going to serve the area pretty well. Yeah, here I think might be nice. It's got its own little road. It's close to the middle. Okay, that's done that. What about the elder care and the child care? Let's get that in early as well. So I think it'd be nice to get some elder care coverage that's not too far away from the collectors, but yeah, that looks like a good spot. It'll just fit in there. Yeah. Could maybe even put in a second one if we feel the need to. For crematoriums, we're going to need maybe at least one, maybe two, but I'll stick with one for now. Let's keep it somewhere close to the centre of the zone. So like maybe here or here. Yep, I'm going to put it there. So, yeah, childcare we haven't taken care of yet. That is going to have to go somewhere here, I reckon. I'll use up that space. And maybe put a park as well. Let's find where's a small playground. There it is. And we'll put that next door. Okay, so we need a fire station. I think I'll put that as well on a little side road somewhere out of the way if possible. There I think works quite well. Most of that zone is lit up green, so yeah, let's go for that. $75,000 just for that. How much did this one cost? That's 80,000. Yeah, we're definitely spending some money. Okay. We need a police station as well, so let's try and get the it's going to be the headquarters, or maybe just yeah, I think we probably need a headquarters. Let's just see what the coverage is like with a small one. Yeah, it's not quite as good as it. So let's get the big guns out. And where should we place this one? This has got pretty good coverage, isn't it, centrally? If I place it about there. There we go. Now, schools. Why don't we think about placing some of those somewhere? going to need a couple of small ones, maybe 3 small ones. I'm going to use the old style building because this is going to be European suburbia. So one of those could be up the back here. And we could make use of this road here and place a couple of parks around the back of this as well. So what's the large playground look like? Yeah, let's make it a nice area for a slightly larger playground. And then, where is it? Here it is. Here's our first basketball court of the day. And looks like I can just about fit that in directly behind. There we go. And I really would like to make use of the paths that this comes with. Just extend them further. So we'll make use of... let's turn all of those off. Maybe just keep the angle on. Yeah, there we go. So we'll come through to there. And then this should probably connect up with that, shouldn't it? So we have a through line to get to the school. How's this doing? Oh, it's already full. That's good. Okay. I don't think we've had anyone move in yet, though. No. Okay. Is there an issue with the theme I've picked? European suburbia. Let's check high densities. Oh, there's a lot of gaps here. Oh, maybe there are none for European suburbia. Yeah, they're all low densities. Oh, okay. Right. So I put all of these back on. Turn this off and let's just try European. Let's see what pops in then. Because I think European should have display included. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely some high density there. Okay, so we'll stick with European only because we get more brick buildings, and that's the vibe I'm going for this area. So yeah, we'll try that out, see how that goes. Maybe just to prepare, let's place a couple more dog parks down, or some other parks that are good use of space. So this is a nice spot, I think. Put one there. That's near the elder care centre as well, and then maybe one over here somewhere. Yeah, that's good there. And then maybe one up here somewhere, up near the back. Yeah, like that. Okay. Now, come on, we need some people to move in. So let's get some of this filled in. All of this can come in, hopefully. Not much happening yet. What about if we put some here along the main road? Let's add a couple more walking paths as well, just to improve the walkability. So where there are dead ends, I'm going to make sure they have somewhere to walk to. So, oh, this one is a good one, for example. Why don't we have that come right the way down. Let's just use Anarchy to force that in. There we go. So people can walk right into the zone or the district. And we'll do the same here. This needs connecting, doesn't it? So we'll bring that down to there. That is a nice gap through. Yeah, let's do something here under the railway. And there's a nice gap there, so I'm going to join those two up. Oh, we've hit a dead end here that we haven't filled this in, have we? Let's bring that out a bit further. Now I feel like I can sort this end piece out. Yeah. This is a bit of a mess, but I'm going to put... Yeah, I'm going to put something right the way through there. And then there. Here we definitely need something for a couple of places. And that might be it. Oh, what about... Yeah, what about this zone will come out there, to there, and then through there. Okay. And this should probably connect up to there. We've finally got a few residents deciding to move in. Good. Okay. So, because it's coming downhill, I'm going to put a space in between some of these actually. So, these could be 3x3s actually. Yeah, let's try that and then we'll fill in the gaps later. Yeah, let's keep working our way through the middle first, I think. I'll pepper in just one or two shops up near the end, I think. So something like that there and there. Maybe just a couple of small shops there near the corner as well. Okay. Oh no, that was not quite right for a 4x4, was it? So I'm thinking, because this is going to be a quite a well-packed road, I'll try and get them all with fairly big houses. So I want to try and get 4x4s in all the way down here where possible. So like that, for example. These ones are slightly easier to manage, aren't they? So they sort of force you to have a gap though in places. So that's interesting. What's the land value look like? Not great yet, but okay. I feel like we could do with a couple more parks closer to the central road. Can we fit in that large one down here at the bottom? Yeah, looks like we could, actually. It's quite a statement park, that one, isn't it? It's a large one, but we've also got botanical gardens, we've also got some just general plazas, skate park that we haven't used much. What about riding stables? Yeah, that could fit there. That doesn't really fit with the area though, does it? Okay. People are slowly moving in, but this could be a while. So we could fill in those two gaps. Just wondering if we should place anything around the back of the hospital. Like a park or something nice. That's a bit too big to fit. Playground. Yeah, let's do that. So we could pretend it's a children's hospital, couldn't we? Why don't we do the same trick where we place these in like that. I think for some of this I'm just going to sort of blanket cover it where it looks like the zones are reasonably well defined. On the inside of the bend, don't always want 4 cells deep. Like here, for example, they get squeezed in, but try it there. And yeah, to be honest, we do have a big gap from this road to the next road, so I think we'd be safe if we filled in some of these. That one is easy. I'll keep a pattern of just 2 deep instead of 3 or 4 cells deep. And then this row we can go back to 4x4s like that. Let's put something like that symmetrical either side of the road, something like that. Okay. And yeah, we were thinking of having some kind of school thing here, weren't we? So got room here to put a large school in, which I'm going to take advantage of. Right, we'll do that there, and then on the opposite side of the road, let's place in maybe a tennis court or 2. So yeah, I'll put 1 there and 1 there. Maybe that'll be it for this zone. Actually, you know what I normally do as well with a high school is we place in a little bit of recreational sport stuff as well. So you normally have a gym or even a pool at some schools. So definitely going to place a gym. Let's try and see if we can fit it in somewhere that makes sense. So that's round the back side of the school. If I put it there it also kind of works. Yeah, I'm going to put it there. And then a yoga garden. That makes it a bit fancy, doesn't it? What about a community pool on this side? So let's create a bit of a school zone for this section. Okay. Wow, it's already full. There's not even that many people over here, so we must need some schools. Makes me think I should place another small one as well. So we've got 1 there up the back. Can I place the small one in here somewhere as well? Just to sort of cap off this area. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So this can be like a all-in-one stop shop for educating your kids up to high school level. Maybe can we fit in a plaza as well around here? Maybe this one actually. Yeah, let's just have a plaza for the hell of it. We'll pretend that's the outdoor eating area or something for these kids. Okay. Oh, you know what we could do with it as well is... Excuse me. Oh, sorry. What we could do with a specialised park for the elder care centre. Yeah, it fits there quite well, I think. Somewhere like that. There we go. It's not too far away from the elder care. Okay, so now let's go back to spamming a few sections for people living. Well, there's a train station, railway right there, so maybe we'll stop there on that direction. Put in a few smaller ones and then a couple more larger ones. Try and keep to our pattern. Yeah, I'm hoping they'll just come in as 4x4 buildings for both of those. What else can we do? Yeah, let's fill in around the back here. Let's make that 3. Instead, on the inside of a bend, I'll change the shape up a little bit. And then let's get these covered. Yeah, I'll just fill in all of that. Okay. That's that little bit done. Lots of these are filled in now, so I'm just going to blanket cover that section because we've got all of those filled in. This now we can fill in, and that one there. Yeah, good. We'll let that grow in. Then at the back here, I'm just going to let that grow in as it likes because I wanted all of these along the main road to be 4x4 where possible, but don't mind if that gets broken a little bit on the next road in. So we'll just let that come in there. We'll fill in a couple of small ones. Let's have a look this way for a second. Yeah, okay. So lots of that can just get straight in. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. There's quite a bit of space here in the middle for this one, but I think I'll leave that for now. We might do something with it in the future. Okay, there's a little end here. Let's run around the inside of it. And then that is all 4x4s. Okay, let's finish off this little offshoot. Yeah, okay. And then the back side of this road. Going to keep those empty for a bit because I think, you know, we might need just the odd shop here and there. So I'm going to put a couple there, maybe there and there as well. Yeah, okay. Oh, we need some trash collection. Yeah, that makes sense. We haven't done that at all, have we, over here? Okay. So, you know what, we've got this building pretty close by, haven't we? Could fit 2 in there, just about. Close. Yeah, let's go for it. And then we'll probably need 2 at this end somewhere as well. Can't put it in there really. No, okay.
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm warning for the coming days.
Oh,
Citizens are advised to stay indoors.
a thunderstorm warning. It's going to look ridiculous if I put it there, but what if I place one somewhere down here at the front? Maybe have a new road break off. You know, somewhere here. Just to add something. Let's get a few more larger zones filled in. Actually, you know what I don't use very much is the brush. I'm just wondering if this would be quicker. Oh yeah, it doesn't give me quite the same control, but around the outside that works. Yeah, let's just try it for a minute, like this. And then if I want to remove any, I guess I can. Yeah. So normally I would leave a couple of these empty. Especially in spots where it breaks the overall cube look. So like that and that. Got to get rid of those. What else have we got? Got that. That one looks reasonably okay. Oh, here we go. Is our thunderstorm.
A thunderstorm is battering the city. Stay indoors until the storm has passed.
I'm glad I placed roads out here in the middle of nowhere. I think it's helping keep the map safe. Also got what seems like a tsunami coming through at the same time. You see this river. Nice. Oh, it's lit some trees on fire, even in the rain. Wow. Okay. Oh, if we caught that just right, that would have been a really cool photo. We've got a burning tree in the foreground and there was a bolt of lightning in the background. Someone take a screenshot. Boom. There's some weird weather in this game. Oh, we've got a power issue. What have we done? What have we done? Oh, we've got a power station on fire. But I think it's being fixed. Yeah, that certainly is a bit of a wake-up call, isn't it? You don't want trees burning right beside your nuclear power station. Yeah, it seems like the power is back now. Yeah, I think we're all okay. Phew. Actually, just while we're over here, let's check how busy is the airport these days. You can see we've got a few people queuing. It's not too bad. What's going on? The game's really slowed down all of a sudden. Is it all the rain causing the game to run slowly? Maybe. I think it's all the power fluctuations. Sometimes that can cause the game to run slowly. So, how are we doing? Yeah, we've got large areas of the game that's struggling with power, apparently. That's slowing the game down. Here it comes back, and all of a sudden it's okay again. All those little symbols, I think, were slowing the game down to a halt. So it looks like we might need a bit more power investment. So let's check the budget. Yeah, we've got maybe a bit of extra required power investment needed then. So I think I'll just go for another nuclear plant because it's going to cover me for a long time. Can I just stick another one in here? Create a sort of a whole trio of power plants on this side of the road if I do that. Yeah, I'm doing it. That'll give me tons now. So I'm going to readjust the budget slightly so that I can bring this back down. If I bring that to 90%, how's that? Maybe this one down to 95 in the evenings. Yeah, okay, so all of a sudden that's a lot closer then. I might even put that up to 95 there, and 100 at night time. Oh, we've had another year already. They fly by, don't they? Oh yeah, let's try and speed the game up. What's wrong with this? Not enough food. Oh, okay. Well, you'll have to sort that out yourselves. They're supposed to get stocked regularly, so okay. Let's see, how are we doing for water as well? Yeah, I feel like we're going to need to invest in a bit of water treatment as well. We've got some near the airport here. It's near the industry. You know what, I feel like I want to close off this little bit with another inland water treatment plant that this time is going to face this way. Take that through to there. So we get something like that. And then how are we doing for fresh water? So if I go back to the budget, let's see what we're doing. Oh yeah, our budget is quite high, so how about we invest in a little bit more water treatment and a bit of fresh water as well. What about this area? If I stick the pollution air on, yeah. You know what, it's easy just to put a water treatment plant over here, isn't it? With all the dirty oil industry, if we can find somewhere to fit it in. Yeah, like there's a good spot. There we go. Okay. Now for a water tower, because I like using the water towers. And let's make sure we don't put it on a polluted spot. Land's End could maybe do with slightly better coverage, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like having something down here might be good. Oh yeah, I've already got one there. How about something here in the middle of this interchange? We'll go with something there. And we'll have it connect up there. How about that? And oh, apparently we need some power. Why don't we try something we haven't done for a while, which is placing one of these? No? Okay. Looks like we're going to have to hook this up to something else. There we go. Okay, this is definitely starting to grow in now. Let's have a look. Sunset Square. We've got, oh, just 3,000 in here at the moment. We should be able to get up to 10, 15,000 easily, shouldn't we? Poplar Hills is up to 20,000, so we must be able to do something. You can see there's quite a contrast from one zone to the next, but that was deliberate, so interested to see how this all looks once it's all filled in. But it's a lot of brick style roofs and brick buildings, but yeah, it looks like we can get a few good pieces in here. Let's just get that one filled in. Okay. Oh, missed one. Okay. So how about we move to this side? Okay. Let's go back to the paintbrush for a second, because all of this To me looks pretty good buildable zones. Might go to the, just try the small brush. What's that like? Oh, that's a bit too small, isn't it? Let's go. Oh, it'll take ages to fill in every building like that. Gonna try and stick with this just to see. I'm not sure what's quicker, you know. I think the just this dragging squares might still be quicker for me. So especially if I'm going to do a whole block like that. Try and get the right size building to come in there. So this is going to be some that are 3 deep, just because I said so. Why don't we do a couple of larger ones there. And oh, actually, you know what we need to do is we need to put some fencing along here so that we get a better build zone on the actual piece that we can build on. Same here, yeah, let's do that through there so we get better build zones. Anywhere else we can do that? Yeah, I'm gonna do, actually let's do that there and then that to there. Where else can we do this? With a fence around the edge. Oh yeah, here, look. Like that. Okay. So yeah, I get the feeling that there's some blocks that should be there, but we just can't see them at the moment. Right, there's no reason why that shouldn't be 4 blocks deep. So we'll see what happens. So we're going for a slightly more built up vibe obviously here. By that I mean it's not only built up building height, but also a bit more crammed in than I usually would do. Sometimes when I do high density buildings I make sure everyone has loads of space between every building, but some of these are quite close together. Where they have bendy roads like this, you kind of have to space them out. And that's one of the benefits of having lots of windy roads. You get to force your buildings to be separated. Like that works, for example. But so just because they're on the inside of a fairly tight bend, I'll just make them 3 deep until we get to this last one where there's plenty of space. And things like that where we can get a 4x4 in. Definitely going to do that. Same there. There, I'm just going to cover the whole lot, I think. Okay. Getting to the end of filling this zone in. So I think once we've done this, we can maybe look to decorate it a little bit, but to be honest I want to try looking at something different. Maybe we'll look at a bit of mass transit, maybe we'll check out the airport, see if there's anything we need to do there, just to develop it a little bit. We haven't checked our metro system in a while. We might need to add a few more train cars to a couple of lines. Oh, hey, you know what we could do with around here is just one or two small shops, because they're quite a long way away from any shops over here. So I'll put those two little ones in there, maybe a couple over here as well. Yeah, maybe a couple of little squares around a couple of junctions. Yeah, these are odd ones, so we'll just put a few small ones in. Yeah, what about the rest of this area? Let's put a few more small ones in. There we go. Keeping that little straight road there empty, because we might put a school or something in there. And then around here, yeah, let's fill these in. And then here, I'm going to go with 3 deep, like that. Actually, and yeah, let's put in a few more on the outside. There should be plenty of room there for a 4x4, but can't see it. So let's fill most of that in. Let's just check out what the schools are doing again. So we need more elementary schools, don't we? Yeah, so we should definitely put something over here. And I'm going to put that out at 90 degrees, like that. And let's spend a bit of money adding slightly different schools, maybe. Could try the community school. I feel like that doesn't even use that space to its fullest potential either. What if we bring another road out like that? Yep. And yeah, we'll place a small school there. Then why not even have another one directly opposite that's the slightly older look. We'll give them a basketball court, because we always seem to do that. And then over here, why don't we try, what is it, this one? Institute of Creative Arts. That looks a little bit weird. So maybe I'll just stick with this high school look. Yeah. So I want to get in a tennis court beside it first. If I can remember where they are. Yeah, so I'll go there and there. Then on this side, we'll get the school in. Can we get a public library? Oh yeah, look, we can fit a library there nicely. So that's quite a nice section there of schooling excellence, isn't it? I think the only thing we're missing is a gym or something else more sporty related. Could we fit a gym or a sauna? Or what about a sauna? That seems a bit of an odd one, but the gym is quite large, isn't it? Yeah, we don't have room left for that. What about childcare? Yeah, we can maybe have one childcare place. But to be honest, I think we're okay for this little zone. Okay. How are we doing for general leisure coverage? Apparently we don't have anything good down here. So I'm going to try out a Japanese garden right on the corner there. Good, that's better. And you know what we haven't done is we haven't thought of a way of connecting this up to our existing metro at all. And yeah, you know what I was going to do was extend from the airport, wasn't I, through here. Where's our other metro? Oh, it's all the way over in Poplar Hills. So we've got one there. Okay. So this one could be a fairly short hop and a skip and a jump around, but if we started it there, the noise pollution is not great, is it? But yeah, just trying to think where we could place one out of the way of the residents. I think that might be a good spot. Right in the heart of the school district, we'll have a metro. Just wondering if we have a same kind of thing over here. Yeah, that works well, I think. So, firstly I'm going to connect up this thing. Let's make sure we got a bend available. Let's put all the snap 2s back on. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going over here. So that's one port of call, and then I feel like I'm not sure how to fit this one in unless we just snake it back around or take it straight up to the airport first. So we've got this one. If I take that out there to start with. There we go. So we've got a potential connection with our main airport. As you can see there, we've got a raised metro station. Goes underground. Comes to a fairly well populated area. It pops down here to the district here. What if we were to have it bend back around and come back up to the other station like that? There we go. Can we even make this a loop? Could possibly make it a loop. What's the end of this line look like? Oh, it goes right round there, doesn't it? Would we be able to get that right round the back? not really. Thought it might be interesting to see a metro running right outside the concourse, but maybe not. Maybe we'll leave that as it is. So if I go back underground, where else could we take this one to a different stop? Potentially we could have it come into Poplar Hills. Is it this one, isn't it? Yeah, so that might be an interesting one. So not too far away from Poplar Hills we have a road which comes out towards the edge, towards the outskirts of this zone. But it would be great, wouldn't it, to like just have one which comes right the way out. Just wondering if there's any way I can make use of a different stop so that we don't crowd this already crowded line. Because this line, the green line here that goes down to the harbour, yeah, that's already a very busy line. So yeah, one thing we could do instead is have that come up here, maybe stop at Lafayette Square, but that's a long way to travel by metro, isn't it, just to get to the airport, so that doesn't seem very functional to me. I think what I'll need to do is try and get this to connect, oh, maybe over here somewhere, because this is not too far a walk away, is it? Yeah, so if I just put a metro hub there for no good reason, other than it's close to the other stop. And let's get that to bend around. There we go. So let's put a line in. We'll go from here to there to there. So it will take residents down to the leisure area and then up through Sunset Square in 2 places, and then right up to our airport station and all the way back again. There to there and there and up to here, which connects very closely to the other line. There we go. What should we call this one? This is like the airport to the beachy leisure trap. So we could call it, I don't know, airport leisure line or something like that. Should we do that? Airport leisure line. We'll make it, let's make it a sort of a funny blue colour, and see, not many people are using it yet. Okay, why don't we check out some of the other ones with tons of passengers on, see if they're doing okay. Yeah, this one's pretty full up, isn't it, for moving people along. I've got a few stops that are backed up, but it's not too bad. What about this one? Wow, this only has a short way to go, and yet it's getting a lot of good use. Where does this one go? Oh yeah, it literally just pops across the river and back. And it gets like 600 odd weekly. So that was definitely worth putting in. Yeah, and then Sunset Oil Lane is now pulling quite a few people, which is good. So that's this sort of dull green looking colour, so that goes out towards the oil, then the here, and then here, and then, oh yeah, it comes now down all the way to Land's End and back, doesn't it? So that's good that that's getting some use. And then the next one is the harbour to the city airport. Oh, we've got a concert going on in the background. Who have we got? Is that Lily LaRue? Yeah, it is. Lily LaRue is playing. Okay, pulling a pretty good crowd. So this looks to me like we need a few more vehicles. I'm going to add 2 in, I think, because we've got about 1,000 people waiting at least. More than 1,000 people waiting. So I could maybe even add 1 more. I don't know. Let's let these 2 extra cars distribute themselves around and then have a little look. Which one is this stop? Yeah, that's right near the city centre area. This one, again, 380, that's right by the stadium. Oh, that might be just because there was a match just on. But okay. Yeah, we've still got over 1,000 people waiting. So I'm going to add another, what, 3? Let's go all out and add 3 more, get it up to 10 vehicles. We've got enough, I think we've got the space for them to spread out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we've got 10 stops. So we've got a vehicle for every stop. So they should just about manage to spread themselves out. We'll come back to that one. So that was the red City Harbour one. Airport City Line. This only has 3 vehicles on it, so this could probably do with... Wow. Yeah, that needs, well, at least... I'm going to whack that up to 10 vehicles. Deal with the backlog on this one. We've got 1,600 people waiting at this airport one. Wow, look at all the people under there. Wow. Okay. There must be, what, 600 there, 500 there, 1,000 there, 1,600 there. Yeah, that's like getting on for nearly 4,000 people waiting. Oh, can we pick a new vehicle now as well that has bigger... Oh, wow. Okay. So I don't know how many of these hold, but we've got a few different choices. So the standard metro is 150. It's going to take ages if I pick a different one to see what happens, but I would like... sorry, I want to move this around so people can see what I'm looking at. Here we go. So yeah, we have these options. There's an S-Bahn train. Not sure what that means. That sounds like a German style train to me. We've got an airport metro. We've got a high capacity metro and an underground train. So I'm going to try the high capacity metro and see how many those hold. That's going to mean no trains all of a sudden, and then we'll have to wait. Oh, they hold 500. Okay, that would be cool to see them filter out. So we might only need about, what's 6 or 7 of those. Let's go with 7. So that means 3,500 people could be on trains at any one time, doesn't it? If they're all full. So we'll try that. I'll come back to that one in a minute then. Let's go back to, what is it, this one, Diagon Alley, isn't it? That's doing okay actually. We've got 22 vehicles on it though, but we've got the space for the vehicles just about. Yeah, just about got the space for all of those. And then what about this one? This one, don't really have people backing up, do we? So 2 vehicles is fine. Sunset Oil Line briefly, let's have a look. No, that's fine. Then let's have a look at this red one. So how are the backups doing? Yeah, we've still not dealt with nearly enough of these. So I'm going to do the same here. We're going to do high capacity metro, and we'll maybe do 8 of those. And we'll see how that goes. This is interesting. So we'll skip the airport city line. I'm going to wait for them to disperse a bit. Let's go to the Riverside line. How are we doing there? Oh, that's not as much going on there. That could maybe even come down 1 car, because we're not getting much use. That's Riverside. So now we've got Strawberry Zoo. Yeah, that looks fine. Anti-clockwise is fine. Clockwise, that looks fine. River Cross Farm. Yeah, most of those are full, so that's fine. Campus area. Oh, this has got too many, so I'm going to bring that down to 3. What about this orange one? Yeah, it seems like we could maybe only need 2 of them, really? Yeah, we only need 2. Sunset Harbour, that's only got 1 vehicle on it. Let's check that one. Yeah, that's fine. Then Middle Heights has 5. Is that too much? Yeah, that's too much. Let's bring that down to 4. Smith Strawberry Hop, that's a short one, doesn't seem to be getting much love. And it's only got 1 vehicle anyway. Then we've got our new Airport Airline 1, which is still quite new. So we'll leave that as 4 for now. Let's go back then to our modified metros. This is one of them, isn't it? Yeah, oh wow, okay, so we've still got... No, we've got nearly everybody picked up now. That's good. Wonder how it's difficult to see how big these vehicles are. But I wonder if they were extremely long compared to the others. Can see one coming in here. I think it might be slightly longer, you know. Although, oh, it still fits in the station normally. You can see it down there. Okay. So we might be able to bring this down to like 7 vehicles pretty soon. And then, what was the other one? Was it this one? Airport City Line? Was it this one? Yeah. This still has a backlog to clear through. Got 1,000 people still on this one. And some of these are still pretty full. So, thinking we might actually need to put this back up to 8 cars. Oh no, it's cleared half of that. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it on 8 for a little while. Just see how that does. How's this one doing? This is, yeah, a bit of overload, isn't it? Oh look, we're underwater. It's been a bit of a tsunami. Nobody noticed. Nobody warned me there was a tsunami coming. I thought we had tsunami warning buoys somewhere down here. Where is it? This one. Tsunami warning buoy. Have we not placed any? Yeah, there's one out here. Does it need power, maybe? Oh, I don't know. Well, let's try just putting one out here as well, so we get plenty of warning out at sea. But we've got one there and one there. Oh, hi Nick. Evening. Oh, have I just not noticed it? This section. It should take care of itself. Eventually. Seems weird that a thunderstorm caused a flood. But, okay, if you say so. Oh, look, it's nearly fixed itself already. So how are we doing in Sunset Square then? We've got over 10,000 now. Quite a few people moving in. What's our unemployment looking like? We've still got, yeah, more jobs available than people to do the jobs. Which seems like I could never get people to fill the jobs that we've got. So I still need to find a way to get more people to turn up in this city. Just checking out what the education split is looking like. We've got quite a few people that are uneducated, which is fine because we've got lots of industry jobs and I think jobs like that need doing that keep the uneducated people busy. Then we've got tons of people that are highly educated as well, and slightly fewer in the other brackets of just educated and well educated. So it's not like I want to put any more university education because we've already got tons of people up educated to a high level. the the zone is full already. Yeah, it didn't take long for this zone to fill in. I think I feel like I just have to keep going, and we're trying to get towards 200,000, so yeah, I could continue to expand some of the low density areas this way. I don't just want to like spam residential areas in, but it feels like it's getting to that stage. I wonder, is there any other interesting things we can do over here? Because we spent a bit of time growing this section of our city centre with a few well-chosen special buildings. And we still have a few gaps around here, so I think I will actually just try and fill in a few more of the gaps with a couple of high-rise buildings here and there. So just to create even more jobs for people to do, I think we're going to have to pick some high-rise buildings. Although I wonder if we can persuade a few people to move in this area. Okay. I think the noise pollution is going to be too high, isn't it? I wonder if they'll go for it though. Just a couple of buildings, like here for example, it's not too terrible, is it? So like, yeah, there and there for example. Actually, let's go for a 4x4, see if anybody wants to move in. Same here, actually. Let's see if anyone fancies moving in. Oh yeah, we've got some space here. So I'll put... yeah, let's put one like that. And like that. And like that. And actually it's not even that noisy here, is it? I've got to put something there and there. And actually, what zone do we have? Oh, sorry, I mean what sort of housing do we have in this zone? We've got, oh, this is all unique building district. Oh, okay, so it's going to be similar to this area here, which is high-tech looking. Yeah, okay, so we'll go with that. And nobody's moved in yet, but how are we doing over here for services? Can maybe help these guys out with a bit of fire coverage, couldn't we? And actually, you know what? Might place it over here, because it has a reach all the way through to there, so that works quite well, I think. Yeah, I'm going to put that there. That'll sort out that whole zone. Good. What about police coverage? That's not that great over there either, so you know what, I'm going to place one of those over here as well. Opposite. What about health? Oh yeah, we don't have much here for health, do we? Oh no, that's not too bad. What about death coverage? That's fine. What about this child care? Yeah, we could maybe put a bit of child care somewhere in here. Okay. Yeah, we've got some space around here. I'm going to make use of some of this as well. try and make use of all this good space. Could be a while before we persuade people to move in with the 0 residential demand we've got at the moment, but I have faith people will turn up eventually. What else have we got? Oh, we could maybe squeeze in a residential building there and there. It's not too much noise pollution. Oh, and here we could fix one in. That might be it. Oh yeah, there's a gap here around the back. Otherwise it's just really quite noisy, isn't it? So maybe here we'll have a small one. How are we for pollution? There's no pollution over here, is there? No, that's fine. Okay. Then maybe to finish off, we'll go for a couple more commercial buildings, right? So I feel like we could easily fit in a few here on the road down to there. Yeah, we should fit something in a couple of places, shouldn't we? This is right at the base of the tower, so we could get some tall buildings in right at the bottom here, couldn't we? Maybe try another office. Yeah, we've got some space for some more. The only annoying thing with all this is it's adding even more jobs, so I don't know, maybe that will help encourage some people to move in. Maybe I'll put a small office in there. Let's do another commercial there. Where else? Oh yeah, let's put one here and there. Maybe an office there. Actually, I'm going to put an office around the back of that. Let's just go for something right there as well, and then a 4x4 there. Then maybe I'm done. Oh yeah, just one more there. Okay. Get the feeling anything that we put here is going to take a while to move in. But yeah, that whole area I quite like. I mean, it looks a little bit hodgepodge, but I think when some more buildings pop up, that'll look quite good. Have we had any housing move in yet? No, I haven't seen any. Oh, here's one. There's a household. Oh, and there's one here. So they're gradually thinking about moving in. These are offices, aren't they? Yeah. Oh, hi. Thanks for the follow, Jonathan. I see there's a follow. I haven't got a notification on the screen. Sorry for that, but thank you for the follow. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to do over this side of the map for a while, except maybe let's just check on the airport we built, see how it's doing. Yeah, we've got quite a queue forming for the cargo section. That always seems to be the way. The traffic over here seems to be just about okay. And the runway in both directions seems to be behaving. I think the planes are all behaving now as well, in terms of they wait until they at least reach the runway before they take off, which was quite a strange one to watch. Just before we leave this area, I'm just interested to see what profit we're making over here now. Weekly passengers over 1,000. We actually have 2/3 of the passenger seats not being used, which seems weird to me. We've got 62 grand of income, 41 grand of expenses, but that seems to go up and down a lot. Yeah, look at it now. It's just jumped up to over 100,000 income and 50k expenses. So that's a weird one. I've got a couple of policies on. We've got hotel discounts and great maintenance, which adds land value to the whole area. So that must be costing us a bit of money. Yeah, here we've set our ticket price reasonably high. And I'm not bothering with the car rentals because that just adds a ton of car traffic to the map. So even though it makes us money, it does create a bit of a traffic issue. But yeah, we could try it just to really test out the city's traffic system. So yeah, I think we're okay for the airport section. The only thing that I find odd is I'm getting badly behaved airplanes that are sitting on top of each other. That here there's 2 planes there invading each other's space, and that seems to happen a lot. Yeah, there's one there as well, look. Okay. So, you know what we haven't done is we haven't touched this area for ages, and I've just spotted this zone was going to be called Seafront Apartments, which I think might still be a nice idea to try. So, I'm thinking using some high-tech housing down here. Maybe something similar to what we did around the harbour on the other side. Let me just go check what I set the zone as for this. Pretty sure it is yeah, it's self-sufficient buildings actually is what I've picked. Okay, maybe that's what I should stick to then. What's the theme? Yeah, theme is nothing in particular actually. Policies, high-rise ban. Maybe I should turn high-rise ban off in here, and that would actually encourage the buildings to grow in. Yeah, I might try that. So if I turn high-rise ban off, is that going to all of a sudden promote a lot of these buildings to finally appear? So I quite like these. They are covered with grass and things. I don't know, they look like holiday apartments to me. Self-sufficient buildings. I'll make sure I put that in over on the other side as well. So it's this one, isn't it? Here we go, self-sufficient buildings. And then for commercial, we should probably choose, what, tourism, maybe? Because that would put in hotels normally. Or we could just go with leisure. We could make this a leisure area. Yeah, if I put leisure in to start with, I think I'll do that. So I think I've already got a tourist spot over here. Yeah, you can see this is a bit of a tourist hotspot already with a few hotels. So why don't we figure out something to add over here, maybe starting with a key wall. Yeah, we already have one, but we need to extend it. So I'm going to make it straight to start with, and maybe bend it around a little bit. Let's try and see where we're going. Okay, and then I'll make it straight again. Yeah, okay, let's do that. So we filled in all of that. Okay. And it's going to have to bend out, or maybe just come back a little bit. Yeah, and then go straight again for a little while. Yeah, let's go right through there, and then I'll actually fix the land around it. So I'm going to bring in the brush tools so I can see what I'm doing. Let's make it slightly bigger. And yeah, this is quite shallow, isn't it? So let's take that back and then smooth it out again a little bit. There we go. And then yeah, we definitely need to smooth it on this side. So we've got a bit of a bank here that we need to figure out. So we want the seafront apartments to be pretty close to the water. Yeah, let's just ignore the fact that we get tsunamis, because we want this to be, you know, a nice spot to come and relax for whenever there are no tsunamis. Let's create something that's low down to build a few fancy apartments on. Let's bring that back a little bit more. Yeah, like that. So now we've got to figure out a way of getting a road down here sensibly. I think that will be enough. And then actually I will smooth it out a little bit, because that is a bit steep. So make that slightly smoother. Okay, so now we've got our road here. We need to figure out how we're going to get down there. Normally I would use this road with trees on, and we've got one option, which is we just extend this road even further, which that might be a good idea. So this goes right the way up to here, the Champs-Élysées, is it? If I said that right. Oh no, that's the Arc de Triomphe. The Champs-Élysées is the street, isn't it? I think that it's on normally. So yeah, we've got that road comes all the way down here. Why don't we make this road continue down to the waterfront at a slight bend like that. Okay. And then from this side, from this side, let's first of all extend this road a bit. So I'm going to get that to bend a little bit. And it's all flat up here anyway, so we'll just get that to keep going. And then we want a couple of options to make our way down here, so I'm thinking maybe here where it starts to bend could be one option. So how about here? I'm going to actually bring it down at a sort of gentle angle and actually have it come down to here, like where we can see that it already has a bend in it. So we'll put that to there like that, and then have that go straight along there. And then this way, let's come back to about there. Yeah, there we go. And get that to go like that. Let's get this to go straight. And we'll get that to go straight at the end. There we go. Maybe even take this up as well. So let's see, how steep is this? Yeah, it's fairly steep, so when we make that gradual. And actually, you know what, I might even get the Move It mod out and fix that a little bit so that it's not so steep, because it does seem to just suddenly jump up quite a lot. There we go. That's slightly better. And maybe this one as well, I'll make it a bit more gradual. So I'm taking that down. And then this one, I'll take that down a little bit as well. There we go, so it's a lot more gradual. Yeah, okay. How about here? Oh, I think that's okay. So then it's just about fixing the land around this. So we'll try and smooth some of that out. And then over here, let's smooth some of that out as well. So I've got this weird square thing going on in the middle. Now I feel like this needs to meet up somehow at a better angle. Yeah, like that. Let's go for that. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to try and keep to some straight roads. I'm going to turn off road guidelines and just try and create some grids to place some of these apartments in. So I think I'm going to come out, 11 I think works fairly well for this. And that looks like a fairly good grid to me, although it doesn't want to play ball. So let's go up 11 from there and back down. Okay, and then that looks like a reasonable spot. So if we go 11, I'll make that straight, and then that might be it, I think, from there to there. Okay. And I can see that there's a height thing going on, or a height issue, possibly. Let's have a look. So the back level is all higher up, isn't it? You know what, I think I might just force all of this to be the same height as what, this node here. Yeah, like that, and then we'll smooth out the land behind it. Let's do the same there. Control H as Saviour for the Move It mod. Okay, so that's done that, and so I'm just going to give ourselves a bit more space there. Okay. So we've created quite a bank there up towards the main road behind, but that's okay. Maybe smooth it a little bit so it's not quite so steep, but okay. So let's get some water pipes in, and then we can experiment with some building sizes to see what we can get to pop up. Might have to put some services down as well. Oh yeah, that's, I think, going to cover that fine, because I'm not planning to place anything on the road behind, I don't think, because there's quite a steep bank there. So let's see what we're going to need. Oh yeah, we definitely need a fire coverage over here. Might even need to be a large fire station, because there's nothing over here apparently. Surely this would do the job, just about. Yeah. Okay, let's go with one of these ones. We're definitely going to need an elder care building, because this is a perfect spot to have one for people to come and retire. So why don't we put that in their pride of place? Maybe even a childcare one as well, maybe? No. I'm going to put in some death care down here. And then for healthcare, yeah, let's have a service there like that. And then I don't think I want it in it. I don't think I want any schools down here, but what we could do is place a few one-off piers. So we'll have a fishing pier for the rich people to come and use their free time to just sit on the end of a pier and stare out to sea. What else have we got? Could maybe do a fishing tour as well. We'll put that one there. What's this one? A restaurant pier. Oh yeah, we should definitely do that. How about we have that one at this junction? Maybe this one actually, because it's closer to the harbour then. Yeah. Okay, so that's a couple of extra incentives to come down. Do we want a plaza or anything like that? I wonder. This might be interesting. What if I just put in a couple of plazas there like that? Is that... I mean, it's a nice viewing area. Yeah, I'll try that out. See what happens. Okay. So now, for this zone, thinking of trying out a few different sizes. A bit like what we did over on our makeshift marina harbour thing. So I think I'm going to try a couple of small ones like that to start with. Maybe something like that. Let's see. I'll leave a gap a bit bigger. I want to try and make them thin to start with, because then you get some interesting looking apartment buildings. But I will try 3x4, see what that looks like. And yeah, I'll try and see if people are willing to move in. Oh, I think unfortunately because we have no residential demand, which I find really struggling to explain, we're going to have to just see what happens. Oh, I can see a water issue over here. Let's try and fix that. Oh yeah. Rookie error. How are we doing over here for residential now? We've got, oh yeah, we've got one here, I think. Yeah, that's residential. How about this one? Yeah, residential, residential, residential. So they are popping up slowly. What do they look like in here? Oh, yeah, it's hard to tell them apart, to be honest. They must blend in fairly well. Which one is it? Is it that one? Yeah, that one's a residence. Oh, it's hidden there behind the back. Okay. And then over here... Where is it? Oh yeah, that's a residence. Okay, so that works, I think. And these are all self-sufficient as well. So this gives us a good idea of what a 4x4 self-sufficient building looks like. I don't think I want any 4x4s down here. We want them to be narrower, like these, and I think that'll be more interesting. Let's try and mirror these with some along here as well, see if we can get any other interesting things to move in, like something like that. Slightly different sizes. And then, actually, you know what would be fun is we get a sort of an ornate path down the middle. Yeah, like that. I'm going to get that all the way through the middle, like that. Cool. And actually, just to make this area even more desirable, I'm going to place a couple of tennis courts somewhere. Maybe at this end. Let's, yeah, put one there and one there. Let's keep going with this, see if anybody is going to move in. So I'll try keep some alternating patterns of sizes and things like that. Yeah, let's try some of that. I'll go for another 3x3 there, see what happens. And then here, I think I'll just try some more singles. We'll see what happens. What else can I do to help people move in? We've given them that. We don't have much... Oh no. Rubbish coverage is still good over here as well, so that's fine. Water is fine, isn't it? Yeah. Power is fine. Fire. Health. We've got death care, child care. fire coverage, police coverage. Oh, we don't have much police coverage down here. Maybe we could sort that out. Let's put one here with all the other services. If I can get it to... Yeah, maybe it'll have to go there. Yeah, let's put it there. You know what we haven't done is we haven't put a metro stop anywhere over here. We could add it on to the already busy harbour line, potentially. Actually, you know what we could do is we could separate it and create a new line, because that line's already quite long. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is have a new line that starts there and comes out somewhere here. Yeah, let's do that. And get that to go. Oh, no, I don't want to connect to the road. Okay, let's let's come under there then. There we go. So for now, that's just going to be a short line, but this line will grow in the future and go other places. So we'll call that Seafront Concert or something like that. Seafront. Anybody got a better name? Seafront Concert line. Maybe make this one a bright colour, something. Yeah, let's go something sort of garish and pink. So I think we've done everything we can to encourage houses to start appearing. Have we got any yet? Oh, we've got one, and it's a tiny one. Right. Oh, look at that. We've got one coming in. Oh, apparently we have some residential demand as well. It must be popping up some in other places too then. Yeah, this is... Oh, wow, this is nearly full. Sunset Square now has 16,500 people just from today. So yeah, it's a lot of brick buildings, isn't it? It's quite a different vibe to this section. Very, very different. I was thinking of separating it because of the way the main road splits this section between... All of this is sort of modern housing on the right, and then to the left you've got housing that's a bit too close to the airport to be fun to live. So that was my reasoning for making it slightly more older looking buildings, I suppose. Okay. Let's see then, this would have built in by now. Okay. Doesn't look too adventurous, does it? But it's got some nice wooden panelling on it, I suppose. What about this one? This is also going to be very similar, I think. Yeah, this one's got a bit of a garden on the top. Okay. Not much demand though, is there? I will persevere and we'll see what happens. Maybe we get another thing to tempt people in the middle. Maybe a couple of them. So we'll get jet ski rentals there, and what else? Fishing tours, I think we've already done. Marina, well that's tiny, isn't it? Restaurant pit, yeah. I think the only one we haven't used is Marina, so let's put that one there. Looks like we're getting a carbon copy for this building. Okay. It looks like we're well on the way towards 200,000 residents as well, because we've only got 5,000 to go. Just thinking of what else we could do in the next 15-20 minutes, because I'll be drawing to an end soon, but just looking at this zone, sorry, spinning around it really, aren't we? I had in my mind that maybe in the future we'd use this mountainous region to do a nature reserve, maybe. Maybe that's something we could look to develop. So I think that, and a bit of industry for yeah, a couple of extra factories. That's about the only thing left to do in this game, other than just to see how far we could push the population. Can't think of much else to do now with this map. We could just keep going. We could keep pushing the boundaries of the tiles and see what else we could do, but it's already got up to a pretty massive area. This is easily the biggest city I've ever built. I think the last city I built, I think I stopped at about 150,000. Let's see what we're getting here. Oh, nothing new. Yeah, see, I quite like the way some of these are decorated with what look like vines or lots of shrubs on the roofs. This one hasn't done that. Oh, this is a larger one. Let's see what this one looks like. Slightly taller. Has windows in weird places, but yeah, that's an interesting look. That you could sort of make a good case for it being a beachfront apartment, couldn't you? I think that, what was this one? 3x4. Yeah, 3x4. That works fairly well. I think there's something over here. Oh yeah, similar thing coming out. Oh, it's a mirror image of that one. Although I've just realised that its view is being ruined of the sea, isn't it, this one? So maybe having a bank of them right next to each other is a bad idea. Surprised how different this one looks to that one. Oh no, this one is on the left is a 3x3, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Alright, well I'm glad I kept a one cell gap plus a path between the buildings then, because you don't want to have your beachfront apartment just being a view of the other apartment, do you? It's a bad idea. At least you can just about see the sea if you look right or left from your window, if you're in the apartment at the back. Got a couple more popping up. What's this one? This one, oh, there's more white looking facade. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep the slightly larger apartments towards the centre then. Oh, we've only got a couple, haven't we? There and there. I'll keep what I've got and see how it goes. You know what, I've just thought, if we do have a disaster, I think we need a bit more emergency shelters. Yeah, let's have a look. So I've got one there, one there, one there, one there, okay, one there. Okay. I think we need one somewhere here in the middle. Okay. Somewhere here I need to fit fit something in that's not going to like ruin the landscape too much. Whereabouts could we place one? Oh, that's a horrible spot. Right in the middle of a residential zone. Oh, what about here at the back? Oh yeah, look, hidden away behind some offices. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. That's made people happy. So that helps. I mean, we need to allow people to walk there. So let me make sure people can walk through to this thing. So, oh yeah, they can get there from the main road if they're walking. They should also have the opportunity to squeeze through here somehow. That's going to destroy an office. Can they fit through there? If I turn all of this off. Oh no, it's not going to fit. Alright. What about... Oh yeah, through here there's a gap. There we go. Oh, I accidentally destroyed an office anyway. Fine, okay. Alright, well let's just put a path there as well, just to make sure people can get in there. Just a little bit of preemptive planning going on, that's all. Because there will be a day when we get a massive disaster hit, and I can afford to pay for some of this at the moment. Yeah, I can probably fit a shelter here, right near water treatment facility. That's very polluting over here as well. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Where else could we put it? Where else? Here is hidden away. Yeah, hidden away into the hill by a load of rocks. I'm going to get rid of the traffic lights there. Okay, and then over here for this new zone that we just built, we definitely need something. So, oh yeah, there's a disaster recovery thing here anyway, so let's put one right there. Yeah. I think that'll do for now, because that's probably a reasonable coverage, and they cost 2,000 a week each to run, so that's costing me a lot of money. And I think I've got a fairly good covering now, apart from here in the middle, but that's mostly industry. We've got a fair bit of residential here, but yeah, I think they're quite well spread out. So Sterling Square's 4,000, Olive is nearly 7, Sunset Hills is 4,000. Okay. Yeah, we've got this one here. Okay. How are we doing down here? Getting a bit more variety, perhaps. That one... Oh no, it's two back-to-back apartments. Yeah, okay. Okay. Did I get my zone painted? Okay. Just make sure that's covered okay. Oh, plane right in the foreground. Oh, see, that's the only weird thing with these keys is that they always are miles above the water level, aren't they? I guess you could say I have protected the waterfront apartments by what, at least a 2-3 meter drop.
Astrologists report that a devastating meteor will strike the city in the near future.
Oh wow,
Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
I'm going to pause for a second, just because I'm interested to see where is this meteor coming from. Is it going to tell me where? Oh no, I have not built the required disaster detection service to get any more information about this disaster. Oh, well that was an oversight, wasn't it? What one do I need for that then? Of course, the deep space radar. Well, it's too late for that now. How much does that cost to run? Oh, that's only 900 a week to run. Okay, so let's just send everybody to a shelter. Press play. I'm going to slow the game down, try and find out where is this meteor so we can watch it coming in. Somebody tell me if you spot it. Oh, I can hear it in my earphones, but I don't know what direction it's coming from. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, maybe it was just an airplane I was hearing. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Looks like it's not going to hit anything terrible. Oh, that was an anticlimax. I thought it might land.
A meteor strike has occurred. Avoid the impact site and head to shelter if any is available.
That's alright, we've just got a few trees on fire, nothing to worry about. Okay, so I think next thing to do might be plan a little bit of a zone up here somewhere. Yeah, let's have it hidden behind the city centre because light pollution and everything, right? So if we placed it here, the deep space radar is going to double up as a nighttime telescope, and it's completely well hidden away from the city centre. So let's use that little platform over here. I'm going to draw it out a little bit more. Some sort of flat zone there. That should be plenty big enough, I reckon. Let's just draw in sort of a rough L shape and see how big is this thing. Oh yeah, okay, so we could, I don't know if I want it pointed that way. I suppose it should be pointed that way, right? Because it needs to point towards the city, I suppose. Just to like if I pointed it that way, it's pointed right at the hill. So guess that still works. I mean, the hill is not that steep. It's going to be looking right upwards into the air. Yeah, okay, I'm going to face it this way, I think. Like that. Okay, now I need to figure out how to get this road down towards... Oh, I guess it'll have to go right onto the highway. We could maybe just plan a little bit of that. So let's try and use this tool, the slope terrain tool. Just let me remember how to use this one. Click with the secondary mouse button to set the slope location. Yeah, I got it. So we already have a bit of a slope here, so that is going to be ground level. And then I just want to get that to go down. Yeah, it's very gradual. So maybe that's not quite what I was after. I think I pressed the undo button too many times then. So let's try that again. So how about we make that our starting point, and then I'll go over here, then like that to get down to there. So it's going to come do a switchback effect, and then we'll do this point and do something like that. So we end up about there. It's going to be something like that, isn't it? So I smooth that out a little bit. So I've got the rough path that I'm aiming for. Okay. So I'm going to come back a bit. Get the old bendy tool out and turn the hilly terrain on so I can see where I was planning to go. So yeah, there we go. Let's switch to this tool. So yeah, it needs to come down. Let's go out a bit further. Down to about there. Yeah, like that. Then let's go straight. Oops. Oh, why is that not working? Probably because I need to be straight. Yeah, there we go. Then we'll do this one. Like that, and then we'll just continue our way down the hill. There we go, and we're down. Let's just smooth out the terrain a little bit then, so that we don't make it such a terrible drop. Oh yeah, same over here. Let's smooth that out a bit. Yeah, the only problem we've got is I think this needs a bit of attention. This is a bit steep here. How is that going? Yeah, so that could come down slightly steeper there, then that could come down a little bit. That could come down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Is that still too steep? Yeah, I think that needs to come up a little bit actually. Let's bring that up a little bit. And then it's fairly straight then, so we can have that come down fairly quickly. There we go. And then up here, oh yeah, this is fairly steep as well. So let's make that a bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well that's a lot more gradual now. So, yeah, what we're going to do then? What are we going to do with this road? I feel like this needs to meet up with some kind of collector road that's probably going to work its way around this whole thing. So, yeah, down here. So, normally my big collector roads are going to be these 4-lane roads. So, how about we do something that follows the base of this hill. Something like that. And, oh, we've got that road over there. Look, yeah, let's go and meet up with that one. Here we go. Let's get that to bend in. If I can find it. No? Okay, I'll just do it manually then. There we go. So there we go, we've got that road coming all the way past. And, oh yeah, look, we've got a valley here down to like a cove. So why don't we bring that right the way around, because that's going up the hill, so I don't want to interfere with that one, but here we've got something, haven't we, so that needs to meet up with that. That could potentially go on further, could it? Oh no, that's quite a steep hill, so maybe I'll have that stop there. That could go up and be the junction with the highway at some point in the future. That connects to the rest of the city over here. And yeah, we just need to then get this to connect up. There's a note. Oh, look at that. I'll just come back a little bit. There we go. This is going to be a long old water pipe, isn't it? Yeah, here it is. So let's just put this in. Diligently follow our way up this mountain road with the water pipes, and there we go, we've made it. Now, is there anything else we should put up here? Maybe a shop or something, right, to keep the people up here reasonably fed, and maybe even an office. I feel like there should be an office up here or something. Maybe I'll find something else to put up here as well in another time. Yeah. So we could spend the last few minutes maybe just trying to do a junction with the highway. We haven't done one of those for a while. Let's just check out our seafronts apartments, see what's going on. Oh, we've got quite a few coming in. Different shapes, sizes and things like that. So what I find weird is we've got these ones to appear, but the ones by my other harbour, where has it gone? Nobody wants to move in here. Oh, maybe one or two have appeared. I'm not sure. I find it weird. Maybe it's the size of the buildings that I'm trying to build. Maybe nobody wants to move into a building that's so narrow. Maybe that's what it is. I will leave that as it is, I think. And we'll come back another time, maybe. Okay. So, junctions. Normally, I would let the junction approach and cross over the highway so that we have connections in all directions. So, yeah, I think I'll continue like that, and I might even have this be a flyover. So, what I'm going to do is, I think, take that back a bit. Start to take this up higher. So we'll go up to like, what, 6 meters there. And then, yeah, I'm going to go up to 10, let's say. Yeah, that's about the right sort of spot, isn't it? I think, yeah. So that's going to start to come down. Something like that. Okay. So we've got our flyover road. Now we need to decide what kind of junction we make. I could just do the standard thing where I build kind of a weird roundabout thing at the top. That's the sort of one that jumps to my mind first of all. Or we could do this kind of thing again, but I think these look quite nice, but I don't think they're very functional when they get busy. Although this isn't getting too much traffic at the moment. So, yeah, I think just to make it different to the one further up the road, I am going to stick with the roundabout approach. So that means I'm going to need a one-way highway, and I think I'm going to have it come up slightly away from the highway. We'll have it raised roundabout about starting here, let's say. Yeah, it's going to have to come something like that, isn't it, to be parallel. So that means I need to do it roughly the same here. Is that about the same? Yeah. And then that is about 10 units from there. So if I go 10 units is about there, but there's a node right in the way, so we can always move that. Yeah, so I'm going to move this a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Maybe a bit more actually. Yeah, move that one back. Okay, and then what are we doing here? There's a bit more of a bend, so I'm going to come in like that. Okay. Now I'm going to go, what, 6, I think, and then 6. Yeah, that works. 6 and 6. Well, that works out quite well. 6 there and 6 there. yeah, this is the only slightly cramped area, so try and fix that one. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. So we've got our weird shaped roundabout now. It's going to be weird because of the bend that the highway is going around. But from there, we can start to monkey about with all these fun things. So let's start to come down from there. Yeah, I'm going to come into about there. Let's do the same over here. Let's go to about there. Try and get that into there. Oh yeah, okay. Or maybe try and use the move it mod to bring that in to start with, and then arc it in a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. So that's that side done. And then over here, it's going to be about there, let's say. And then this just needs to come down to home level and go into there. Well, that seems to be a bit extreme, so. Yeah, okay, and happy with that. And then this one, let's go from there. Oh, that one looks weird, doesn't it? Let's try and get that in a reasonable spot, like that, and then that can go like that. Great, okay. Then we just need to make this section 3 lanes, because we've got extra lanes involved there. That can stay as 2 lanes. This can be 3 lanes, this can be 3 lanes, and then I think that's it, right? So you'll see the reason why I've made things 3 lanes in a minute when I get the traffic manager out. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to force everyone to go around the roundabout. Where is it? Where is the one I want? It's like a 3 versus 2. Here it is. So we give people 3 lanes as they approach. The same on this side. There we go. Okay, and then actually let's use the node controller to make this much shallower. Is it 30? Yeah, if you could see there, if I make that 30, it makes the bend much shallower. That might be a bit too much. Let's try 25. And then actually I might just pull that back slightly. And it also seems like these are at funny heights, so yeah, I feel like we need to make a lot of these sloped. Let's make that sloped, make that sloped. That's fine. Okay. And then over here we'll make this one 25 corner offset as well. Let's see, what are these like? We'll make that one sloped, this one needs to be sloped. There we go, and this one, and that one's okay. Maybe make that one sloped as well. Oh, that looks weird. This one needs to be sloped. Yeah, that I think needs to just come down, doesn't it? Okay, so just a little bit of lane mathematics then. So when these two lanes and one lane come together, they merge into this section, so you get 3 lanes. Then here you allow the people the choice to turn off or go straight on, so that's fine. Here they split anyway, you've got 2 lanes for straight on, 1 lane goes off, 2 lanes, and then here again they merge, so let's make sure they merge. And then here again we get them doing that sort of thing. And then the only thing we have to do is make sure these people here and here yield as they enter, otherwise just let them all go through. So I think all of these, if I can zoom in a bit so I can see what we're doing. Oh, there. Yeah. Just make sure these are all got green sections apart from here. We don't want people trying to cross up here. There's not going to be any pedestrians up here actually, so yeah, that all looks alright. And then here, nobody's walking up here, so let's get rid of all of that. Those need to go straight on, and I think same here. Okay. So that didn't take too long, and it's relatively user-friendly, and it's worked in with the bend in the highway as well. I think that's okay. Now, is anybody even using it? Probably not. Not yet. Which is fine, but somebody might look to come and use it soon. Somebody is driving up to the observatory. Cedric. He's going to the shop. He's an attendant at a fire station. Wow, that's a long way for a firefighter to come to his favourite shop. That's a weird looking building, isn't it? Can't have that. I get the feeling this needs to be... What about organic and local produce? Gotta force that to come back. Oh, look, there were people there. I'm forcing that to come back as a local produce one, I think. Are there any other disaster things that I haven't bought? Earthquake sensor. Oh yeah, we're pretty well covered for earthquakes. Okay, yeah, that's reasonably good. Oh, here we could maybe do with one. Let's place one... Yeah, it's going to be about there, isn't it? By the main road. Hopefully I'll... Yep, there it is. Turns all green. How are we doing for radio coverage? Oh, that's not very good, is it, over here? So, yeah, what about here, down by the sea, out of the way from all the residents? Put it there. Yeah, that's pretty good. So I think that's just about letting people know when you want them to evacuate. Yeah, that's right. So oh, apparently they need access to power. Is that going to work if I just put it up to the road? Okay, but for now let's hook it right up to this section. That should improve it. Yep, there you go, it improves. It's interesting then, even without power, the mast has a certain area of effect, which is a bit weird. But okay. Let's check out our zoo. We haven't checked up on it in a while. I had over 47,000 visitors. We're not getting much income from it though, unfortunately. Okay. So I think I'm going to get ready to wind down for the evening. Let's have it on nighttime mode for a little bit. Let's have it on normal speed. I'll watch a bit of the fireworks at the zoo for a second. I was just wondering if we were going to make it up to 200,000 by the end of this stream. I think we might do, you know. We're just hovering below 200k. So I think we'll stay here for the fireworks for when we reach that milestone. Let's see, do the oh yeah, even the enclosures are lit up at night. Oh yeah, here it comes any second. We're gonna bust through 200,000 citizens. Come on. Oh, I'm gonna speed it up whilst I wait. So next time round, what we're going to do? We could place a nature reserve near the what do you call it, radar station that we just placed, and we've made it. We've made it to 200,000. Let's have a little look at the city in all its nighttime glory. We've got a sprawling low residential area. We've got a really busy high residential strip either side of our highway. We've got some statement features with big buildings. They look pretty good at night, don't they? Some of those. The Pinoa Street is this tall one here. I quite like that. And yeah, I think we've done nearly everything we can do. We've succeeded in getting our map to work with hard mode on, disasters on, all the way up to 200,000. So I don't know, maybe we'll have to try something else. Maybe next time we finish a little bit of the nature reserve thing over here, and then we could decide whether we keep the map going any longer, or we could just take the whole city apart with a few very well placed disasters. That could be a bit of fun, because I think if I wanted to, I could direct some meteor strikes anywhere I wanted. I think there's an option to do that. I'm trying to remember where it is you do it. I thought if it's not an option, maybe it's in the maybe it was in a mod that I had once. Was it in here? Oh yeah, no, it is in here. So here we go. We've got all sorts of things we could do. We could try and burn the whole place down. We could create sinkholes. We could put earthquakes everywhere and tornadoes everywhere. Have a massive tsunami. maybe we'll run with that for at the end of next stream, let's say. That could close off this particular map, maybe. Unless people want to see me continue to build this map further. I mean, maybe you want to see us finish off putting in every industry that we can and every type of park that we can. But yeah, I don't know. I'll leave it up to you guys for next time around. But thanks for watching and enjoying this time around, and I will see you Friday. So yeah, happy Wednesday evening, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.